Imagine you're at a charming dinner party, the clinking of glasses and laughter a pleasant symphony. Amidst the crowd, two individuals stand out, not for their loud guffaws or flamboyant attire, but for their charismatic yet eerily calculated demeanor. Let's call them Simon and Peter. To an untrained eye, they are the life of the party, but beneath their magnetic exterior lurks a chilling reality. One is a sociopath and the other a psychopath. Welcome to the intriguing world of dark minds, where charm masks chaos. Now you might wonder, aren't sociopathy and psychopathy just fancy synonyms used by thriller writers to spice up their plots? Well, fasten your seatbelts as we embark on a journey to demystify these complex psychological conditions. It's a tale of twisted neurologies and bewildering behaviors that challenge our understanding of what it means to be normal. Our story doesn't just begin here at this hypothetical party. It stretches back centuries, weaving through the annals of medical history and into the chambers of modern psychological research. By the end of this narrative, not only will you be able to tell Simon from Peter, but you'll also gain insights into the enigmatic nature of sociopathy and psychopathy. Let's peel back the layers of these dark minds together. What exactly are sociopathy and psychopathy? Both are considered antisocial personality disorders, as categorized by the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. However, the devil is in the detail, or in this case, the differences in characteristics, etiology, and behavioral manifestations. Sociopathy is often the result of environmental factors, like a troubled childhood or early exposure to emotional trauma. Psychopathy, on the other hand, could be considered more innate, often linked to genetic factors and identifiable through brain scans, showing different brain activity patterns. Historically, the terms have been used interchangeably, but scholars and clinicians began to discern differences as early as the 19th century. Pioneering psychologists like Hervey Cleckley, in his seminal book, The Mask of Sanity, described individuals who were outwardly normal but lacked moral understanding and emotional depth, traits now often associated with psychopathy. Meanwhile, sociopathy was later detailed with an emphasis on social malfeasance and a propensity towards impulsivity. The evolution of these terms reflects broader changes in our understanding of mental health. Initially considered moral deficiencies or even demonic possession, our comprehension of these disorders has grown in sophistication and sensitivity. This historical journey isn't just academic. It mirrors shifts in societal attitudes towards mental illness and influences how we diagnose, treat, and talk about those with these conditions today. Delving deeper into the distinctions, psychopaths are often characterized by a profound lack of empathy, a grandiose sense of self-worth, and superficial charm. They are calculated and cold, often engaging in meticulous planning before committing criminal acts. In contrast, sociopaths are more prone to impulsive behaviors. They can form attachments to particular individuals or groups, though they still disregard societal norms and laws. Their crimes, unlike the often cold, calculated crimes of psychopaths, are more spontaneous and less organized. This difference in control and connection can be seen in their relationships. Psychopaths are able to mimic emotions and engage in relationships purely for personal gain, while sociopaths might genuinely form emotional attachments, though these are typically dysfunctional. For example, a psychopath might manipulate a colleague with charm and deceit to climb the corporate ladder, while a sociopath might impulsively sabotage a professional relationship out of anger or frustration. Moreover, the neurological underpinnings highlight these contrasts. Brain imaging studies show that psychopaths have reduced connectivity in the brain areas responsible for empathy and moral judgment. Sociopaths, however, tend to have more normal brain patterns, but may have experienced brain trauma or adverse environments that impact their social behaviors. Section 4. Case studies: the faces behind the terms. To illustrate, let's consider two hypothetical individuals, calm Carl and impulsive Ivan. Carl, a textbook psychopath, operates a successful financial firm. His charm and strategic thinking mask his manipulative tactics and lack of remorse. He's never violent, but his exploitation leaves many financially and emotionally bankrupt. Ivan, on the other hand, grew up in a volatile home and exhibits classic sociopathic traits like impulsiveness and erratic behaviors that often result in direct confrontations and legal troubles. These case studies are composites based on common characteristics observed in clinical and forensic settings. They demonstrate how sociopathy and psychopathy can manifest in real-world scenarios, affecting individuals and their communities. Understanding these nuances is crucial for mental health professionals in crafting effective interventions and for the legal system in determining responsibility and sentencing. Section 5. Man of Thoughts. Perspectives on Dark Minds. In channeling the man of thoughts, one might ponder the philosophical and ethical dimensions of sociopathy and psychopathy. Are individuals with these conditions purely victims of their biological makeup or their environments, or do they hold moral responsibility for their actions? This perspective encourages a deeper contemplation of the nature of free will and the essence of evil within the human psyche. Moreover, this viewpoint fosters a broader discussion on the treatment and integration of those with these disorders into society. Can a psychopath learn empathy through therapy? Is societal protection possible while also offering rehabilitation to a sociopath? These questions challenge our societal norms and legal frameworks, pushing the boundaries of what we understand about justice and human rights. Section 6 Conclusion, a reflective query. As we conclude our exploration of the dark minds of sociopathy and psychopathy, we are left with more than just academic distinctions. We are prompted to reflect on the very nature of human behavior and morality. Simon and Peter, our characters from the dinner party, serve as metaphors for the complex interplay of genetic predispositions and environmental influences that shape such personalities. In pondering the existence of such dispositions, one might ask, are we all just a product of our wiring and experiences, or is there a deeper, perhaps uncharted essence that defines us? This thought-provoking query not only encapsulates our discussion, but also invites each of us to delve into our own understanding of what constitutes the self in the context of the human condition. As the man of thoughts might say, understanding the darkness in others begins with understanding the darkness within. Are we ready to look that deep